coming live because I got a package and I think I know what it is. At first I thought it was a book and I thought, no. It says, no, I know what this is. So it's my pencils. So I'm going to open it up on live and color a little bit because, yeah, it's that time of the day. I need a break. So just gonna open it up. Oh, yeah. That's what they are. I got my pencils. I got my pencils. So, it says 120. Sorry. 120 oily colored pencils. And they do say Brutfuner on there, which doesn't mean anything, even though it sounds German. What the heck was that noise? It was a weird noise. It's very windy today. I don't know if you can hear it because you might actually be able to hear it because it's really windy. But anyway, let's open. Let's see. Doesn't matter how I open it, right? But you know, I'm always just a little bit extra. Let me see in the back. Blendable pencils are the perfect coloring solution. Rich, vibrant pigments and expertly. Oh, that's weird. Bertly. Okay, that's weird. Balanced shapes provide superior blending. Whether you're a beginner, a hobbyist, or a professional artist, these premium pencils are ideal for all your creative work, from quick sketches to intricate, okay, they needed a hyphen there, details. Anyway, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. And I love this graphic. I really do. I don't know who came up with it, but I love it. I think I still have the thing like this for my other one too because I like the graphics so much. I'm gonna put that in one of my art journals things or whatever, junk journal. Cut it up and do things with it or something. I like it. Anything on the inside? No. They could have actually done well, you know, I'm not to make them do too much or anything. I'm thankful. But they could have put a color chart in here actually. Like a swatch sheet. Same tin, just like my other tin. And here's the big thing. It's like, okay, are they square? Are they square? Are they square? Are they square? Oh, look. Swatch sheet. You know what? I may actually do that. Because I think, well, I don't know. I have a case I can put these in, but, and a color chart. I didn't have this with my first ones. I don't think. Yeah, because my other ones were they have Chinese, what I assume to be Chinese writing on them. I have one of them out of my first ones. This is what was on the pencil. A number and Chinese characters that like I had no chance of reading. So that's a bonus for me with this set. They actually have names in English. Directoire blue. Now what's that mean? Directoire. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay. I don't know. We might swatch it. Maybe we're turning a new leaf in what do you call it? 2026. So they are indeed square. Yay! Am I gonna swatch? I almost feel like swatching. Although I came on and I thought it was gonna color. But that way I can get a look at all of the pencils. Okay, these trays Well, I like the rubber band thing on them. I'm not having the easiest time getting them back in here. Okay, let me see. I gotta move some things to get to these. Put some pens away. Does this fit in there? I don't know if that fits in there. Yeah, it fits in there. That might not fit in there. Let's see if this will close. Oh yeah, it closes. Get out the way. Put that in my space. I think we're actually gonna swatch. These guys, I hate to throw them on my desk, but I'm gonna. My Bible, one of them. Okay. I need to take my vitamin B. I need to do that. Shoot. Forgot about that. Okay, so I can put the pencils up here. Lift the lid. Yeah. Now how am I gonna... I could use this instead of going on the book. Put my book away. Oh, okay. Whoop. Well, I kind of need that pen anyway, so that's okay. Yeah, my pens that this is one of those pens I was trying to, I put in warm water to make it work because I really like how these write. They actually did work after I tried it later yesterday. It's like, oh, they did work. So reactivated them. Okay. So it looks like, these are not in the case by, they're not in the case by number. They're in the case by color. I don't know why don't they just like make color and number, make it the same thing or whatever? Why is it always, you know, I find that annoying actually. Because now I got to figure out, am I going to do it by number or color? I think I'd rather do it by number because it's easier to put away. But then that doesn't make it easier to swatch. Okay, we'll figure it out. How am I going to do this? I wish I had a couple jars so I could put like all the ones like from 1 to 30 in one, 30 to, let me see. I have jars, but I gotta go downstairs to get them. Be right back. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna give you some music. Okay, I hope that music didn't drive anybody nuts. Um, my husband he took he took all my candle jars. He must have boxed them up and put them in the garage, and now I don't have the few I like to keep inside for times like these. But I got a couple here I can use, so that's what I'll do. Like, so I'll just have 30 on my desk, or some on my desk that are one set of numbers, and the other set 30 and 30 in the jar. That leaves me actually like with 50. Don't I have one more jar? I had one more jar. I got one here, but it's got water in it, and I don't think that will hold 30 pencils. Let's see. Now, what do I put these in if I do that? It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna do it. They are similar things, so I'm just gonna put them in there. Okay. I've got one more. It ain't pretty, but I got it. Okay. Setup. I think I'm done with my setup. I guess it's because I didn't think I was going to swatch, but all of a sudden I'm in the mood to swatch. And like, when am I ever in the mood to swatch? Like, never. Uh-oh, did I get this wet? Shoot. How did it get wet? Got a drying thing, but I don't feel like plugging it in. Oh, brother. Always something. Shoot. Yes, still ways to go with organizing this room, that's for sure. But it's better than it was. I wonder if I can plug this in easily without... I don't know, and then am I going to blow something up if I do it? I gotta move... Oh, I wonder if it came from these because they were around the sink. That's probably what happened. Okay. I might have to mute again. I can't see. I can't see the plug because the plug is under my desk. All these acrobatics. All for the love of coloring. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Where is it? Where's my light anyway so I can see under here? Because I can't see. Will that help? I do that. Can you see my hair? My hair turned out kind of good today. I'm hoping I don't get caught in the... I'm trying to get the plug. Now I'm trying to see the plug. Where is it? And hopefully don't unplug anything in the process. Does I have a spare one? Way more work than I thought I was going to do. How can I see that? I can't see it. I can tell it's there. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, wrong direction. I'll get to swatching eventually. Oh, brother. I swear I need an under desk light. I really do. Praying I don't unplug anything that's necessary, because I don't know what this is. That maybe it's for the lamp. Why doesn't this have one in the end? I have this one. Oh, shoot. I don't think I can do it. No, I don't think I can, because I have this one adapter that, for some reason, it just is shaped weird. And so it's covering up the where I need to plug this thing in, unless. Let's do this. I know I can unplug this. And use this plug instead. Ugh. The struggle is real. You can see the plug. There you go. Here's the big side of this. That way. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of work. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I don't know how loud this is because I haven't used this much, so. Ooh, that wasn't even high. Goodness gracious. I think it's hot. Finally. I gotta move everything I moved to get to the plug. Now I gotta figure out, there probably isn't a better way for me to plug in that one adapter that's shaped so strangely. Okay, let's see. Come on, focus. Focus. Whew. Looks like I need lotion. Air is like really dry because I just put lotion on not that long ago. And I need more. I don't know what's going on with that part. Okay. So now I need my jars. Got 2 on this side. I got 1 on the floor. But I actually want these to the left of me. And then 1 to the right. Okay. Here we go. Da, 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 da. I don't know if you want to kind of see the pencils. I don't know. Now, why did that turn like that? We didn't want that. Okay. So, oh, this also doesn't have numbers. I guess we got to put that in first. Okay. Let's do that part. How do I do? I guess like this. I don't know why they got 4 spaces, but there's only 3 numbers. And it doesn't seem like they skipped any numbers, so let's hope not. I don't know if you can hear it. My brother-in-law is cutting wood with a saw or a chainsaw. Oops. Okay, sure got a cold and windy day to be doing that. That looks weird. Oh well. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm not skipping a number because I'm just kind of doing this mindlessly. And then every once in a while, I find myself thinking about something else. I was like, and I'm still writing the number. It's like, where am I? Is this really where I'm supposed to be, or did I mess something up? Oh my gosh, I can't talk right. Can't pronounce words. The braces are bracing. Every morning when I get up and I take the rubber band out from where I'm supposed to keep it, and it's like slanted between one tooth on the top and then a tooth on the bottom, and the rubber band is always like it's turned from that rubber band color to white. It's like, whoa, well, that's how you know, yeah, it was doing something besides how it feels. But I go to the orthodontist on the 18th. And we'll see what they say next. All right, that's like halfway through. Why does that not seem right to me? Oops. Why does it? Hmm. I don't think I'm going to worry about the color name. Just go by the number in the swatch. Okay. Yep. 120. Okay, and now for the swatching. Okay, so let's see. 120, that's, yeah, I don't have 4 containers. I have 3, and then the other 30 I can keep somewhere else on my desk, right? That's how we'll do it. Okay, now these numbers aren't bad to read. 103. I suck at swatching. I'd be going out the lines and everything. I'm not a good swatcher. Maybe that's because practice makes perfect and I don't swatch. See, I gotta turn the thing to the side to use the pencil right. I can't do it that way. Ooh, that's sloppy. I guess we're not going for the gradient. Which, I probably don't really have to do that anyway, because... Oh, I'm supposed to leave it out. 103. What's 103 in? So 30, 60, 90. So it's going to be number 3 container. Then I'll put them back in the case in numerical order. I think this is 8. Yep, 8. Tomato. Yeah, the Brute Schooner Reds were another one that I would regularly, sorry, come back to. Burning Red. It says 84. There's still a little bit of that glare getting to me. Where's my glasses? I think I had a pair. I should get the pair that reduce glare. I have a few of those. I should have those on, but I gotta go find them. And these things are kind of dirty. So yesterday it was really like, woo! It was like it was wonderful that I ended my live, and I, go to my main page because I was getting ready to go look at the people I said I wanted to watch and catch up on their videos, and Lizzie Jean was live. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been missing her so much, and like, there she was. That was so cool. And she has like a tilde, a little squiggle before her name. So that must have been why I couldn't find her channel again. And like, I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, that was really nice. I got to See Lizzie hung out in her chat and got to see how she was doing, see what she's been working on. She's been doing this thing called slow stitching, which is really interesting. And she's making just little pieces um, out of, ephemera, I guess, if that's the right word. But various little things, beads and baubles and pictures and lettering and and combining stitching um, of like embroidery thread and things with it and cross stitching, and it's really neat. Lizzie Jean was one of the people. Lizzie Jean, Martha Makes Art, and Deb Hauk were the three content creators that got me interested in junk journaling. And I have a lot of, it's a cute name, Biking Red. 84. 84 is going to be before 90. But I got three. I wonder if we need to divide this in threes instead of, so 40 in each one, maybe? Would probably be better. So, is that right? Sorry. This is math. I'm not good at math. My brain, you can hear my brain like crunching, um, trying to figure this out. If I have 40 in each one, then this is going to start with 80. So then, yeah, 84 would be in here. Okay. We got over that hump. Took a minute. The minute you mention math, it's like my brain like just freezes. Tomato puree, 52. Maybe I'm actually finding that, I don't know, maybe this is the year that swatching actually works for me. Helps me keep my desk clean. That would be nice. Also would be sad because I did throw away, I just threw away a bunch of, wait a minute. So 1 to 40, 40 to 80. No, 40 to, yeah, 40 to 80. No, I need to do the 3 thing instead. I should do 1 to 60. No, that's half. Child, my brain. 1 to 40. 41 to, what is it? To 80. Then 81 to 120. So this should be on the floor actually, right? Yeah, this should be on the floor with the other one. And then this should be in this one. Because this one's going to be, I got my jars I got on the side here. Oops, let's not break them. That would be bad. Yeah. I got it now. We're only on our 4th pencil, so we're still trying to get our system together. Barberry. This looks like a nice red. Oh my gosh. 106. I'm so glad to have another set of these. Now I can use up the ones I have with abandoned because I stopped using my first set of brute funers because I couldn't, you couldn't find these anywhere. And I thought, well, I'm going to slow my roll on these because I'm going to make them last. And now I can just use my first set, just use it up because I got to back up. Okay, so it goes on the floor. 9. this doesn't, well, it does look different though. This looks a little pinker than number 8. And number 8 looks a little more orange. I'm going to swatch that again. Just because I want to see. Oh, I can't see it. Sorry. Because I really want to see the differences between them. Yeah, this is pinker. This is like a little more orange. Because I really want to see the difference. I think I'm going to do these darker too. I know it would be better if I could do it this way, but I can't seem to fill in the square right that way. Let me try though. I might be able to do it since I'm not going by the gradient. There's 103. Okay, this is going to be a long video if all I'm going to be doing is swatching, but oh well. Long and boring. I don't think I can really talk while I do this too much. I don't know. Maybe I can. So I saw Lizzie Jean yesterday, which was nice. I met somebody else who does dioramas. Well, not dioramas, does shadow boxes, which I don't know if they might be the same thing. I don't know. Which is kind of cool. So I went to his channel after Lizzie's. Got to see all the little fun. He's got like tiny tea sets. He has this tiny little stool, wooden stool that he made out of wood. That's really cool. What's wrong with this focus? What if I do this? What? It's kind of an odd place. I don't know what it's focusing on. Okay, where's 102? Is it 102? 103. Did I do that one already? It looks kind of junky. Okay. Cayenne, number 10. This has kind of a pinkish tone to it. I don't know if that's showing up close enough. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the chat. Hide chat overlay. There we go. So I can better see like how much the screen is showing what I want it to show. Because I can't really tell. There we go. Focus, focus. Okay. So this is 10. I think it'll get faster as I get moving. It's just trying to the beginning is kind of clunky. I am going to be thinking about a day to come on regularly to try and be a little more formal with that. I still don't know what day that is yet, though. Got to see how I'm going to be pacing my work with work. And what other things I need to be doing in regards to personal research and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know precisely what the Lord has in store. And I don't want to make any plans without Him. I don't want to make my plans and say, okay, God bless them. I want to know what the plans are in His mind and then do that. Or kind of like sometimes God gives you room. Well, do what you think is good to do, which always makes me nervous. But it might be one of those, and then I just gotta check in with them step by step as they go along. I don't know, but I have several things I've wanted to research. Oh, that's funny looking. Radiant yellow, but it's orange. 6. It is nice that these have names I can read on them. That's helpful. Orange popsicle. So it's interesting how many of these actually do. I mean, this is a color, they go, in color order, but then there's these out here. I don't know how that's going to fit. We'll find out. $109. Puffin's Bill. Oof, trying to stay in the lines. I was thinking about making chili today. But I don't feel like cooking. Although I'll just do it more likely just do it in the Instapot, but I still don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like making a mess in the kitchen that has to be cleaned up. 50. Citrus. I just love how these pencils feel in the hand. I wonder why more people don't make square pencils. Because they really feel good. I like square pencils better than I like the triangle ones. Triangle ones kind of make my hand hurt, to be honest. Dandelion. 3. Okay, that's going to be a favorite. Because yellow orange is like one of my favorite colors. Empire yellow. That's number 2. Thank you for bearing with me on how I started with this video. A lot of like clunky randomness. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will edit this video just to leave the swatching part on. Celandine. I thought Celandine was actually more green, but that's okay. The pencil's pretty. Limelight 49. Okay, that makes me think of Rush. Those who know, know. It was a running joke when I played in bands that did bars that people would. There's always somebody in the audience who's either going to request something by Rush or they're going to request Freebird by Leonard Skinner. One or the other. So every once in a while, somebody who would regularly come to our shows would just yell out Freebird just because as a joke and have us all cracking up laughing. Actually, one song I think that I did it in we did it in one band and it was the first time I'd ever heard it. And then I've always wanted to do that song with the band again. Is the song "One Good Man" by Rosington Collins, which is members people they're either related to or includes and includes some of the members from Leonard Skinner. Um, man, I love that song and the way that woman sings it. Love it. It's on YouTube if you want to hear it. It's called "One Good Man." It's by Rosington Collins. 66. Halfway through the first tray. 57. Green ash. Okay, this is one of my favorite. These pale green, greenish blue colors are some of my favorites in the Brute Toners. I think they're some of the pencils I wore down first. 37. And speaking of singers that do kind of like Americana, what they call Americana style music, like Steve Earle and people like that, I think I actually met Steve Earle. Or like there was like a time where like I knew people who knew people and would be places and those people would be there and it's kind of like they're just there as people, not as, not as famous people. But and why did I say that? Oh, I just found out yesterday that um Lucinda Williams, who's like one of those kind of Americana singers who like I don't know if she still lives in Nashville, but I think she did at one time. Um I had no idea she is Jordan Peele's mother. And I saw that and it was under when I googled, I don't know, I had googled her just to see cuz like I found out she had a stroke and so I was like trying to really oh really? And then so I was trying to look for information on that and like the AI response was telling me that oh in Google's AI um that Lucinda Williams is Jordan Peele's mother and I thought it was one of those things with AI, like, trying to gaslight folks or whatever. And so I started researching it more, and it's like, yeah, she is Jordan Peele's mother. I was like, oh my gosh. I had no idea. I had no idea. I mean, I don't know, you know, places where, regular folks go when who don't personally know the whole family and been around them all their lives or whatever. But um, I don't know. In a way, it kind of makes me wonder where Jordan Peele was raised because he doesn't seem to. He has a different sensibility from his mother. His mother is a very roots kind of gritty um kind of person, and Jordan Peele just seems like suburbia to me. So this is like, I know kids don't have to be like their parents. I mean, I'm not like my parents. So, did I do the right color? I didn't. That's what happens because I was thinking about Jordan Peele. Oh, sigh. Reasons not to swatch. I gotta focus. Aruba blue. Now let's see if I can erase that one I did, or find out. We can erase it when I get to it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, maybe that shows how shocked I was at the thing with Lucinda Williams. I just was like, what? I was like, no. Let me see. Let me look at the chart and see what it says 36 is. Oh, Directoire blue. Okay, so that's not too far off from where that is, so that shouldn't impact it too much. Let me I'm still kind of in shock. And then I'm thinking, well, he must look like his daddy because he doesn't look anything like her that I can see. That was the other thing that got me. It's like, what? I don't know. I still don't quite believe it. I still think Google's pulling my leg. I don't know. Has anybody ever heard Jordan Peele talk about his mother just as his mother, not who his mother was? Because I'm curious. See, like, I want to know way more than I actually even, like, need to know. Oh, jeez, stop that. Keep swatting down. I guess I gotta have it hang over a little bit. And I don't like how this keeps going out of focus either. Okay, back to swatching. 44, pastel green. 44. Is Jordan Peele the one that did the movies Get Out and all that? Okay, like now I didn't watch any of those movies, but I did used to sometimes watch Peele and whatever that was, but not all the time because I thought they were kind of goofy. Not Monty Python goofy either, just kind of goofy. Um, but now I kind of want to watch those movies because I wonder, like, the commentary on some of his sorry, some of his other relatives. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too nosy. But I really wish Lucinda Williams well because she's a real one. $45. This one feels kind of extra waxy. I may wind up actually getting Lucinda Williams' latest album, 76. Because I just found out that she has one out. I was like, oh. I'm like, all these people I like are getting old. Well, so am I. It's like we're all getting old. That's what's happening. Did I have this right? Yeah. After a while, my eyes get kind of buggy with this. Okay, so this goes still, yeah. We're still in here. Because it's 41 to 41 to 80. So maybe not. This is 76. Oh, yeah, it is. 76 is under 80. Duh. This is 42. Summer green. So I'm kind of wondering, like, because of things that have transpired over the past, like, what, 3 months, whatever, since November. Um, God's really doing some stuff in my life that, like, whoa, like, the wait is over. So, I'm just kind of expectant, and like I was saying at one time, like during Advent, being kind of the whole idea of consecration and preparation for something that you don't know what it is exactly, but you know it's coming because God's letting you know that something's changing and it's coming. And you also know that it's going to be something good, okay, which is nice, and with everything else that's going on. Um, yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And stuff keeps happening. And it's like when things change and you know it's significant, but you don't know what the whole thing is leading up to, that's where I am. And like, back from last year, the Lord kept telling me, the just shall live by faith, the just shall live by faith. That's it. You see things, some things falling, some things rising, some things crumbling, some doing this, that, the other. Don't worry about it. Do what you're supposed to do, you know, um, in response to it as the Lord leads. But just remember, the just shall live by faith. And if you think of when that scripture comes from in Habakkuk, um, it was not a good time in the world of Habakkuk. The times he was living in, it was not a good time when he was given that word from the Lord. Okay, so this is 82, so it's going to go down here. So it's like even more applicable to these times. The just shall live by faith. We have all these things that we see happening, and some of them are so horrific and so unbelievable in how awful they are that we forget God is still in control. And how many times throughout history he's seen crap like this happen? He doesn't like it. We have free will, and people who have the free will to choose to do better choose not to do better, which is really sad, but it happens again and again and again throughout the history of mankind, period, the end. It's just, you know. And I think about all the people through different upheavals and different civilizations throughout mankind, you know, and I'm not saying, any empire is ending or anything like that, but I just was thinking, because, like, um, that in that, people didn't go away. People moved. They moved to different locations and built their lives in different places, to now where, like, we don't think of those people as being from maybe where they were originally from, and the people that are there now, some of them don't even know where they were originally from. And I think of my friend who is Egyptian. She is actually Armenian, and but now her family is known as Egyptian, and their ancestry is Armenian. They relocated to Egypt because of her grandmother, who saw her whole her um town get burned down and left with her little brother when she was like, what, 7 or 10 years old? And they just walked away and eventually wound up in Egypt. That story, when she told me that story, I just was like so moved. But I haven't forgotten it, obviously. Um, and it just reminds me of how we all come from a history of survival. You know, our ancestors survived, that's why we're here. And they went through things, some of which they never tell the subsequent generation, which is kind of sad because they kind of miss out on that history of survival, that that you can thrive in any circumstance or situation because this is what I went through, you know. But sometimes they're so traumatized by it and just trying to get through the next day that they can't share that. And how did I wind up there? I don't know. But I think of all the things moving, all the moving parts. Like I said, the Lord told me a couple years ago the landscape is changing, and I didn't like that He said that. But it's like, okay, thank you for the warning. And He said, like, good and bad, the landscape is changing, just upheaval. And man, with the past few months, it is like, whoa, this much? Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. I'm going to 80 in this one, right? 41 to 80. So that goes there. I like this color. It's called Mosaic Blue. That's gorgeous. We're here because our ancestors survived some really crazy times. And we can get through. We can get through. And if you're a Christian, just remember the just shall live by faith. And I have to say, what the Lord has done just in the past 2 weeks with me has increased my faith and lessened my fear. I'm like, dang, if you can do all that boom, 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 like you just did, like what more can you do? It's like just just wow, just blew my mind. Totally blew my mind. It's like when you go to the store and the parking lot is full and you're like, oh, how am I going to find a parking space? How am I going to find a parking space? And then you just look right next to you. You're like right at the front of the store, and the the nearest, the best parking space is all of a sudden right there for you, and you're actually at a point where you can just pull in without any effort. That's what it's like. That's what it's been like. And it's like, what the just gotta thank him. It's like, I don't know anything else to do, Lord, but just to thank you. Thank you for now. Thank you for this. And hey, my life is yours. That's the other thing. That's the only thing I got to thank you with, and I know it ain't much. It's kind of like trash, but I give it to you. The just shall live by faith, and that scripture is quoted a few times throughout the Bible. They quote Habakkuk, excuse me, which tells me it must mean something. Verdant green. I like that name. Is that how you spell verdant though? No. 80. Okay, here's another miracle I am swatching. And I don't know why I'm swatching, but it must be a reason. So, like, even the little things. The just shall live by faith. I don't know why I'm feeling like swatching now, but there's a reason for it. So I'm rolling with it. 80, the very end of that bunch. I like this green already, I can tell. Evergreen 46. One thing I want to find out today. Oh, we got blue sky all of a sudden. I want to find out if I can put the beans in the. Oh, maybe I can't because they need the water. No, I can't do it at the same time. Scratch that. I just answered my own question. If I could put the beans in, like make the chili and just put the dried beans in with everything, um, I still might look just in case, but nah, that doesn't sound like a good idea because of how much water I need for the dried beans. So it's really quick. I've learned now, Taylor. I've learned coloring with Taylor made. If you're listening, yeah, I did find out how easy it is to do beans in the Instapot electric pressure cooker. So I've done it a few times now. It is really easy. Like I can't believe I was so scared of it. So almost sounds like something I should do tomorrow because I can do it in steps and not have to rush. I can do things in between, but we'll see. I didn't swatch that very well. I posted a video to my wall um, by what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she talks about art therapy. I think is in the title of the video, and I really there's some things that she says in there and does in there that I really want to apply in my life with to just set aside a time every day, like after, like maybe after coming home from work or something like that, and say, no matter what, I'm sitting down and then I'm going to make marks of whatever kind and with whatever tool I feel like at the moment. Um, and put it in a little book and just every day just do that. And it is like a journal, but it doesn't, I feel like it just doesn't have the way I think about it is like it doesn't have the same weight as thinking art journal. It's just like just make marks. Sit down, make marks. And I'll probably add those things to my little junk journal, but it's gonna be like not thinking so hard about it. Just do it. Botanical garden. Dang. All in this one pencil? 79. Think of times in my life when some of these religious leaders, Christian religious leaders, were saying things that just they weren't checking with my spirit. They were rubbing me the wrong way somehow. And I'm talking like back in the 80s and 90s. And I was like, I'm not feeling it. That doesn't sound right to me. Something's not right with that. It's like I respect you and I learned some things from you, but that doesn't sound quite right. And now they're coming out as being like justified. It's like, okay, that's why I was feeling like that. There were things I didn't know, you know, in the real world that I was sensing in my spirit. And then as a result, I backed off. I backed away and like, I don't think I want to listen to you anymore. I don't know what's up with what's in that, but something is not right. And I'm seeing how now it's all coming out. The just shall live by faith. Follow what the Spirit tells you, no matter what things look like on the outside, because the Lord's not going to steer you wrong. And He sure was steering me the right way with backing off from them people. And now I'm really sad for them. I'm really sad for them. And I have been actually for a few years praying for them because it's like, at what point, thinking of them, speaking to them, at what point are you going to go so far with this that you can't come back? That you really like, and I don't know what people think about once saved, always saved or nothing like that. I don't think anything about that. I don't know anything about that. But I just think in my head, at what point are you going to close your ears, your heart, your eyes, your mind to what the will of the Lord is to the point where you cannot come back? And where is that going to leave you? I'm afraid for them because those of us who are living by faith, God's going to make sure we're okay. He's going to make sure we're okay. Well, yeah, we'll go through some things, but He's going to make sure we're okay. But them, on the other hand, they aren't living by faith. They're living by their lust for power, for money, all that kind of stuff. Guess what? That God ain't going to serve you so well. And I'm afraid for them. And I've been praying that their eyes would be open. They'd repent and turn around because I don't want to be them when God finally decides the deal. I don't want to be them. Nobody is going to be able to save them then. Hey, there you are. Hey, Motion. Or Clint, actually. Hey, Clint. Nice to see you. I was just shouting you out. Clint is the person at Motion 929. He's the one I was talking about who does the shadow boxes, and he has all those cute little things. And that wooden stool he made by hand, and this chair, a red chair, a red like wooden armchair that he made by hand. It's a miniature. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Check out his channel. Let's see. So where are we? We got one tray done, which is like, what is that? Like, again, like 80, 30, 40, I don't know, 60. 60 colors. I'm going to start from the other side right now. This is pretty. Turkish Sea. It's a cool name. Oops. Open the line. I was watching this show last night. I guess it was on Amazon Prime, and it's an old TV show called Decoy that has, oh, what's her name? Beverly something. It has this actress on there. She's blonde, and she actually played the second wife of Frederick McMurray on My Three Sons. It's Beverly. Is it Beverly Anderson? Beverly something. Um, she's like the main character, and the show's called Decoys. It's from like the 40s or something like that. I think 40s or late 40s, early 50s, and she's a policewoman. It was pretty good. I'm gonna keep watching it. I watched one episode. I'd never heard of the show before either, so it was like, that's interesting. Hi, Hadassah. Kelly's here? Where's Kelly? I mean, I'll see. But hi, Kelly. Heliotrope. One of my favorite flowers. Really hard for me to grow. But I did winter sow it once and I did get it, but it was hard. I couldn't find the right place it liked in my yard. It smells like vanilla. It's purple and smells like vanilla. I wouldn't mind having a lot of that, but I don't know where it really likes to be. It might be it doesn't like my part of the Northeast. It's a nice purple. I wonder if I could have grown it as an indoor plant. That would be kind of nice, especially since it smells like vanilla. Ugh, I really should get a real pair of glasses on so I could like actually color this right. Now, one thing I probably want to do is to test these compared to my other brute fooners, but I ain't doing that right now because that sounds too much like work. Berry conserve 113. One thing I would normally do on a day like this before I had braces is bake cookies, oatmeal cookies. I haven't baked oatmeal cookies in 3 years. And I swear I was baking them every month. And you do it like the back of my hand. That's like how I would like be and get it done like so quick. It would be so quick. I think I could bake cookies quicker than I could make a meal because I was so used to doing it. Because one way I could make sure I had a healthy dessert because I would always load them up with um well, I would use raisins, but sometimes I wasn't that fond of raisins and things. So I either chop the raisins up finer or I would like to use currants instead, dried currants. Petunia, 15. And then I'd put all kinds of nuts in them. I'd make sure I put flaxseed in them because that helps you go to the bathroom. So, so I would make sure the cookies had so many good things in there, good for you things in there, that eating one wasn't so bad. And I also I would use less I use less sugar than the recipe calls for. They would still be sweet, but it seemed like the recipe was like uber sweet. And I was like, ugh. I just thought, you can definitely use less than that, especially if you put, raisins or currants or cranberries or blueberry, dried blueberries, which I would do sometime too. You put any of those in them, it's like, you don't need all that sugar. And so I would omit the white sugar and use the brown sugar instead. And I might sometimes like up the brown sugar just a little bit, but I wouldn't put any any white sugar in it. 15. Okay, so that's in that pile. My jars are getting filled up. There's one jar. Here's the other jar. I'm not going to show you the other one because it's on the floor. And it's a kind of junky looking jar. Oh, I'm not showing that one. There's my dry skin. Ooh, you can see all the... I need lotion. Looks like it's under a microscope. Deep blue, 93. That's why I was thinking, why did I just think of that? I was thinking, after I said that, I was thinking about Stellan Skarsgård, the actor, and how he had a stroke. I don't know how long ago, a couple of years ago, which I just found that out because I saw on YouTube this kind of interview that happened between him and his son, who was one of the characters on that show on HBO. Oh my god, Succession. Um, I loved Stellan Skarsgård. I would watch anything that he was in. One of the things he was in was Deep Blue Sea, that has LL Cool J in there, the cook, as the cook. Oh my gosh, I loved that movie. That was so cool. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna say anything else in case you haven't seen the movie. I don't want any spoilers, but yeah, Stellan Skarsgård was in that. That's why I thought of him as I saw this pencil. And let's make sure we got 93. Yep, we got in the right spot. And 90 starts at the bottom set I got. How long? Oh my gosh, hour 25 minutes. See? All the swatching mess takes time. But since I started on here, I'm going to finish on here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, to fill in that spot that I put the wrong color in, Directoire Blue. 36. So this might not be exactly how it looks because I got the other color underneath there, but ooh, this is scratchy. Is it scratchy because I erased? It might be. Look at that. It's going on scratchy. Oh, maybe it's just that side of the pencil? Huh. Yeah, it's that side of the pencil. What's on it? Let's see if we can take a look at it and figure it out. Oh, can we get that? Close up, close up. There's something on the tip of the pencil. It's odd. It's a pretty color. What I can see of it, yeah, that side is scratchy. I had to sharpen this one. Let me see. I don't know. I feel like I need the Tagal sharpener, but I don't have that out. Do I? I haven't used that in ages. Let's try the Do or Dux metal sharpener. Ugh, kind of. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know if it totally got rid of that. Yeah, it did. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I just did it. Number 36. Pretty color. Clematis Blue. I have clematises in my yard. They're the only plant, one of the few plants that I actually bought. I bought them. And I bought them when they were small, so I didn't pay a lot of money for them. And now they like go all over the front fence. But now we've taken out part of that fence because we took out the deck. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. How they're gonna come up in the spring. '86, and they have to be like, I don't know, they're like 20 years old. That's how long they've been in the yard. So let's see if they still come up. I have 3 different kinds, and they're all near the. I planted a rose bush near them, but the rose bush isn't as old as they are, and they bloom at different times from each other. The different clematis, so they have some during the entire growing season. That was a plant I never heard of until I started, you know, gardening, winter sowing. Something funky with that, but it's not hurting anything. '86. Deep Lagoon, '85. I'm gonna make sure y'all can see. It's got a purplish kind of hue to it. '85. Sheer lilac. Oh, look at the pencil color. It is kind of lilac. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry. Okay, it doesn't come off that on the camera though. But in person, the pencil, the core looks different from the barrel. '99. Let's see how it looks on the paper. It's definitely light purple. It looks kind of lilac. You know how I am about my lilac. So this is one of those where the barrel doesn't really tell the color. And it goes down here. Grape Shake, 17. I don't know. I guess I won't be coloring after I finish this because it's taking up a lot of time. Another reason why I probably don't swatch. Like I think Crystal was saying yesterday, I could be coloring. And that's true. I could be coloring. Instead, I'm swatching. Oh, well. Brandied Melon, 95. I don't think I've tried Brute Fooners in Jasmine Beckett Griffith pages at all. That might be something worth doing, trying. Excuse me, peach skin, 100. That looks kind of lilac adjacent. Okay, did I turn this or did it? I just noticed that was kind of cockeyed. Sphinx. Okay. Looks like a nice color. 65. I do recognize these colors as being in my first set. But like I said, they had Chinese characters for names, so it was like, but I remember this one. And there was a certain time I would grab this particular pencil. I can't remember what it was for, but it was a go-to. 65. That one. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, Slew Aster? What the heck is that? 29. Okay, this one feels like it has some kind of finish on this side too. $29. Azura Blue. I know I didn't say that right. I can't move my lips right. Oh, you might as well just go live because I don't know how long this is gonna take. This is like random. It's random. I'm random, but that would be good. I will definitely um post your live when you do go live. However, probably after this, I'm gonna have to get up and run around the house because this has me sitting for way too long. For me, too long for me. 35. Blue Jay, 39. Okay, this one goes down really smooth. I can see this in a. I don't think I've used brute printers in a mythographic book either. Which I'm kind of feeling like I want to get back to the mythographic aviary. I saw things to do. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't tried the Woomers, and I don't know, I probably won't because I got enough pencils, so but then that writing on here looks weird. If you can we get there we go. River Bly. Yeah, they didn't do that right. 40. But that's okay. I can read it. I can read it. I can't read Mandarin. I can read this. Nor can I read Cantonese. I can read that. I'm telling you, when I was having so much fun learning Chinese, learning Mandarin until they started showing the characters and say, okay, now we're gonna teach you this. I was like, oh no. And blinking on my forehead, too much input, too much input. Stop here, stop here. And that's what I did. Maybe someday I'll have the guts to do it again. Malibu Blue, 37. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I did something else wrong. Where's that color? Which one is it? One when I was talking. Oh. Why did I think I had covered over this one? That's weird. Okay. 57. I didn't do 57. How many times did I do that? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay. I messed up twice. I don't know. Let's see. Where's my eraser? And I really don't care if there's green undertones in it. There just are green undertones on it. Because I'm just... Ooh, this bad boy is smooth. Okay. Malibu Blue. Okay. 38. Sky Blue. Wow, this is like right after it. And halfway through the second tray. Crushed Grape. 63. Bogan, I can't say that word. I'd have to look it up on Google. It's that flower, though. It's some kind of flower that I can't grow here because it's not warm enough. 112. Ooh, is this kind of lilac-ish? Lilac lavender-ish? My bad swatching that big old thing in the middle. Oh well. Is what it is. Okay, now that's kind of a good lavender kind of thing. I'm probably going to be using that one a lot. Hey, Char. Well, I hope your appointment goes well. Passion flower. 75. Ah. What sets would you like to get, Hadassah? Yeah, they are really smooth, Char. There's something about these pencils that, like, I don't know. And they sharpen to a point and they don't break when you do that. It's like they don't break when you use them. It's just like, so they were always like a good pencil to line with. And because they're good, because of their soft but also kind of hard at the same time. I don't know. And the wax smooth consistency, it's kind of like they work good with other pencils too. They work good with hard pencils. They work good with soft pencils. It's just yeah, they're like a to me they're like a workhorse pencil. They'll do whatever you need it to do when you use it with another pencil. I like that. Yes, Motion does make content, and let me get his channel. Let me post his channel. He does shadow boxes and he works like with miniatures and he makes miniatures, which is really, really cool. Um, I actually met him yesterday on Lizzie Jean's channel. Lizzie Jean happened to show up. It's like, I don't know, is she like Beetlejuice? I called her name and she appeared. Let me see. Do I need to type? I don't. Okay, here we go. I don't have to type because I typed it in yesterday. Uh, and- oh, well, this is the. Oop, hello. Why are we doing this? Oh, brother, my computer is a little finicky. I got to do it this way. Let. It's not cooperating with me. Um, and I'll put the channel name there. Vintage. I can't talk right. Sorry. I'm trying to say it though. Vintage Christmas Crafts by Clint. And he has this whole it seems like a Valentine's Day shadow box that he's preparing to make. And I was kind of like Anfield. I was wondering like do you know Anfield? Uh Hold on, I do have to type. I need my keyboard. 1 second. Who does the trains and things? I gotta type Anfield. He's working on a train. No, he didn't. Did he change his name? I want to make sure I get his name right, and I don't have it in there. I'll have to go look through my posts and like share it sometime under my live. But Anfield makes he's in the UK and he has like his loft. He has his loft set up to he's going to be creating a whole you know, the model train set up with all the little small objects. He's got these little see, I like little things. I don't like fussing with little things because Tiny and me don't get along, but I love looking at it. And he in one hall that he had, there were these tiny little traffic cones. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute. But I wish I could remember the name of his channel. It begins with Anfield, but I can't remember the rest. Um, but I watch him too, and he usually has a live on Wednesdays. And I didn't get a notification, and I don't know if that's because of YouTube or if he wasn't live yesterday. So I got to double. That's another channel I got to go check on because I was like, "Where's it live? I want to see the progress." Yay, Lizzie Jean! That was like so. That was so wild how that happened. I was like, "Oh my gosh, there she is!" You guys said, "I'm tired of you asking." Here she is. Oh, oh, here we go. Oh, okay. The typist wasn't typisting that day. Lavenor. Deep Lavenor. 53. Yeah, this is going to be a long live because I really want to get everything swatched and there's nothing interesting happening here. So feel free to talk among yourselves because all I'm doing is just I'm swatching. Now that I've started, I don't want to stop until I'm finished. And what I won't show you is me getting it back into the case because, like, who needs to see that? And I can't get a good shot of it anyway. And that's boring. So I'm just going to put them back in the case in numerical order so that the swatch sheet will be of use to me. So I don't know if this is a sign of things to come with me, that I'm going to start doing this on the regular or what. But, like, I would say don't hold your breath because I can change. Okay, this says bellflower. 14. So we got another purple member of the purple gang. I was talking about your slow stitching earlier, Lizzie Jean. I find a lot of stuff fascinating. So I might not necessarily be able to do it all because you got to pick your battles. You got to pick your clutter, basically, is what it is. Okay, how much clutter do I want of this, of like three things? Okay, I think I'm at my limit, so I can't pick up another thing. But so I watch other people do it. But the interesting thing is, I'm getting interested in crocheting and knitting again. And now that I found out about this Tunisian crochet, I'm getting ready to do that. So, like, I needed another thing. I don't know, but I figure it's also something that'll keep me away from the computer, which I need to kind of do, I think, a little bit more. So, do you use, or are you asking Shar about the Kelly art markers? Someone that does use Kelly art markers, I'm pretty sure that's what she uses, is, oh my gosh, in the name, just, oh, brain. She was live this morning too. Let me look at my wall. Oh my gosh. Tea. Oh, the Jolly Tea drinker. I don't know why stuff is falling out of my brain right now. I can share her post. Oh no, but the live goes away because she doesn't keep them up there. Hold on 1 second. I could share her channel though. Let's see. Let me just do it from here. She uses the Jolly Tea Drinker uses Cali art markers, and she uses them very nicely. I must say, um, she has me inspired to try. I'm not good with markers. Not good with markers. Okay, Iris Orchid. Okay, it can't pick. It can't pick a side, so it says I'm gonna be both. Iris Orchid. Sounds like something somebody would name twins back in the day. This is Iris, and this is Orchid. And then all their lives would be like, why do you name me that? Although there is a novelist, Iris Murdoch. I think you can get used to Iris better than Orchid. Orchid doesn't sound. Name your kid Orchid. Orchid. This kid or this kid. Orchid. I don't know. I'm being silly. Okay. There's Orchid 107. Cyclamen. I don't know why they made it this color. This is the plant that I love, the flowering plant that I love, and I always kill. Are still plants I still kill. Cyclamen is one of them, and I absolutely love them, but I have yet to be able to grow them. And so I gave up, but I'll probably try again someday. Because I don't know why, all of a sudden I noticed that they come out during Christmas time, like you see them selling it, and I don't know what the association is with cyclamen and Christmas, but a few times I tried to grow one indoors, died. Then I tried to grow them outside, died. I don't have the knack. I don't know if I ever tried to grow them in my really shady shade garden, though. That might have been something to try. But that's if I decide to go hardcore gardening again, I'll do that. But I love those plants, though. I love the leaves, how they're shaped and how they have the designs on them. Darker green on top of the green, and they're gorgeous. The shape of the flowers is gorgeous. The shape of the stems on the flowers are gorgeous. It's just like kind of looks otherworldly to me. Super pink. Okay. I think that name is right for that one. Okay, we're coming up on 2 hours. We're almost at the end of the third tray, getting ready to go to the last tray. Carmine Rose, 61. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones in Brute Pruner, and I use that one a lot. This particular one in my original set, I use it a lot. It's a go-to. Love that color. And I don't know what it is. This particular color always seems to have a feel to the paper that is just, I don't know. It's amazing. I like it. Persian Red, 120. The last one. Oh, she got a spot. You really are made of wood. I don't mind that spot. It's a nice color. And did I put that one in the 120? Goes in this one. That jar. Confetti, 12. It's like a pretty color. They're a really pretty pencil. This is almost like perfect. Something about this pencil. This particular one. It's like perfectly perfect. Oh, the way it's sharpened and everything. Oh, I like it. Uh-oh. 12. There we go. I became interested in journaling and art journaling, and I learned a lot about, like the names of what people call different things and ephemera. And now I can't tell you that I remembered it all very well, but I learned all that stuff, and I learned about some of the supplies and stuff to use for all that kind of stuff about art journaling and junk journaling. I learned from Lizzie, Deb Hauk, and Martha Makes Art, who I think I all met around the same time. And so then I started buying stuff and buying stuff from everybody, from all of them. I have stuff, and I can actually probably tell you, oh yeah, I watched this person, and that's why I got this, and I watched this person, and that's why I got that. Let me see, I actually shared Lizzie's video from last night. I shared it last night because I was so excited because I was beside myself. Oh, you know what? I could have shared what's Clint's video too. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Although some of you probably are already there because it's kind of nice with the handles, the YouTube handles. It's easier to get to people's channels. I kind of like that. Rose of Sharon. It's a pretty color. 70. That's something I'm always thinking I probably should grow. I think other people, a lot of other people have them up here, and I just, well, I'm waiting for the water situation, like where the water flows in our yard, to get under better control before I plant anything, like that's going to become kind of tree like. Because when my husband had the garage built, the water hasn't been the same in our yard, and we wind up with the skating rink in the backyard. So that's kind of kept me from doing any kind of gardening. Let's see. Okay, where's this Sharon? So it's almost like a salmon. 70. This is 40 to 80, so 41 to 80. So that goes there. Crystal Rose, 11. Okay, for some reason, I think of Crystal Gale. Wonder how she's doing. Did she cut her hair? I don't think I could handle having hair like that long. I am trying to, letting my hair grow out, and I do want it to grow long, but not that long. And I started thinking about how long do you want it to be? No further than, man, I don't know. That's a thought. I think if I let my hair grow long, I want it to be, ooh, that's a thought. Because my hair is coily, so I also have to think about like straight. I think I probably would never wear it straight again. If I want my hair to be like down halfway down my back, but when it's kind of semi blown out. Not all the way blown out. Semi blown out, still with some texture in it, still with a little bit of curl that makes it not, because like I don't want to have to deal. I don't want hair. Yeah, I don't want hair down in my butt. That would drive me nuts. I'd probably chop all my hair off if that were somehow to happen one day. I'd probably chop it off. I'd be so frustrated just from the sight of it. I would like to be able to wear a wash and go with my hair so that it would still, be um coily. I'd like to have a wash and go that would come to my shoulders. So then stretched out a little bit, it probably would come halfway down my back. So that's what I'm thinking. Because I have in my head this thing where I have my hair in a whole bunch of twists and I just swirl them all around my head and call it a day. Call it a do and call it a day. Yeah, so that's kind of my hair growth uh, goal. But then, like, the minute I start having headaches or anything with it, yeah, chopping it off. So I kind of got an eye on that as it gets, once it gets to that point where it starts getting, that long, yeah, that's going to be my decision, my deciding point. If it starts giving me a headache, it's off with it. Off, off, off. Hey, Brittany. I didn't realize you were here. I was busy running my mouth. Hope you're doing well. Uh, it didn't. Now, see, you know what? I was sharing before, like a couple weeks ago. I had ordered these from AliExpress, and I never got them. They went to somebody else's house in another state. I even got a picture of that. They said they were delivered. I'm like, yeah, but they were delivered to. That's not my house. That's not my house. Delivered and delivered to my house are two different things. So then I took a chance on these because they were on Amazon, and I was like holding out and hoping that the ones that Ivy and was it Kelly received were the actually square. And once I saw that they were, it's like, okay, I'm ordering them because these have been one of my all-time favorite pencils. That ones that I said, yeah, I would buy these again. And they are. Let me just give you the this link. This link address is crazy. I'm just going to tell you right now. I hope it doesn't show up as crazy on here though. Um, and let's see. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Um, I didn't want to do that either. What did clicking the wrong thing? They're called. Okay, let me get the name down. Put the name. Matoto. Uh, let's put the short version of the title because it's kind of long. What is wrong with this today? Uh oh. Where is it? Hmm. Okay. Does this sound okay? That's weird. I don't know. Get rid of my other camera. Okay. Maybe. Okay, I think this is right now. That was weird. I knocked myself out trying to get the name of the thingy. My computer's been acting really strange today, and I had to do a BIOS update this morning, and I don't know, it still doesn't seem to be happy. Anyway, that's the name that it's under, the Brute Fooner pencils. So, okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. Apricot Wash 111. I gotta sneeze. I don't know why. Coral Sands 51. I was also watching a video yesterday by, I'm not clicking anymore, Warren somebody. And the funny thing is, I had subscribed a long time ago. Um, I guess to his piano tutorial emails, And I don't know how it was that I wasn't subscribed to his channel on YouTube, because I think that's where I found out about the tutorials. I don't know. Anyway, I got an email from him yesterday that I saw. I was like, oh, he's live. Let me go, because it was saying that he was going to go live in however many minutes. So I went to his live and um, I learned some stuff. I listened. Um, I think I'm probably going to check him out every week and try and put at least some of the things he says into practice. But he teaches gospel piano, and let's see, I'm going 80 to, was it 40? Okay, it's got to go over here. And he focuses on, even though he was trained classically, he focuses on what do you call it, playing by ear. So but I already do kind of play by ear, but I'm limited because, and I see now I'm limited because of the thing that he says, which is what I need to learn, which is what kind of drives me a little bit crazy. And that is that whole Roman numeral thing. That Roman numeral thing with intervals and all that drives me nuts. I could never deal with it, but now I see I need to buckle down and do that, because I also need to do that to really learn how to acclimate myself to jazz piano. So there's no way out. I got to do that. No Roman numeral stuff. 069 anise flower. Where is that? Up here. And so let's see. Shar said, your newest baby I haven't seen it. I will have to look. I did what it's on Ko-fi, or you did it on the video or on your page. I'll have to look at it and check it out, because I did watch your video with you swatching the Oahu Uhuhu the Uhuhu Oahu's. Ooh, that's a mouthful. But I'll have to check out the drawings. I did see some drawings that were above your case or whatever somewhere to the side. I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. But okay, 69. These go up to 80, right? 90? Something. I don't know. I'm starting to forget now. Vanilla custard. Well, that's one of my favorite things to eat in the summer. We're not going to be open until May, if we're fortunate. Where I get the vanilla custard. Soft twist. Okay, we're on to the third tray. And let's start with the browns. Go from right to left. Deep mahogany, 31. Excuse me. Oh. Does this have like a burgundy-ish tint or no? I can't tell exactly. $31. We're almost there. Seal brown, 119. That's a nice dark brown. Sepia 117. Shaved chocolate. Well, that sounds tasty. 115. Boy, I don't think I'll be back on here today after this. Well, I won't be back on live. I'm 99% sure of that. But I may not be in anybody's chats or things because I need to get away from my desk. 15. Sitting too long. Chicory coffee. Blech. I don't like it. Chicory coffee, that is. But this color's pretty. The pencil color's pretty. Of the barrel. 23. Okay. So, like, it's going to be February, like, really soon. I just don't know where did the time go? I don't know. But, yeah, it's going to be February before we know it. I already know for Valentine's Day, I have those, Tatiana Bogema pages that I'm probably going to color for that. Pretty easy. They're PDFs. I have them out, and, that's probably what I'm going to do. I have 54. Red plum. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because I'm going to be in the midst of work stuff, so I'm probably not, I'm not going to be reaching for anything too much, too heavy. I think I have some gnome pages, GNOME, that I can color for the Valentine's thing. So I might do one of those. And I might have a mythographic page that's kind of Valentine adjacent. 54 goes there. Tibetan Red, 81. That's a nice color. Almost looks like kind of mahogany. Or like cherry wood. That is 81. Is over 80. So wait a minute, this goes to 90 or 80? I can't remember now. I kind of mixed up. I said that one goes to 40. And I thought I said this one goes to 80, but I think I remember putting 84 in here. So I'm going to wind up looking at both sides of these, I think, because I kind of lost, unless, was I trying to do it, because I had 30 to 60, or no, 1 to 40, 41 to 80, then 81 to the end. If I'm doing it like that, then I don't know. But I have an 88 in here. So I have some overlap. I'm just going to put 81 in here. I'm not going to, well, I don't know. Don't skimp, Linda. Pay attention. There's 88. I don't know that. I think I was trying to only go to 80 in here for whatever reason. So, but then I think I keep thinking about the other one starting at 90. So then 81 and to 89 has to go somewhere. What do I have in here? Okay, I must have put the rest in. I'm going to put them in the other one. 81, 88. The rest of them must be in here because I have a lot of. I have other 80s. I don't think they're in there. So, okay. Hey, Mandy. I'm swatching the. I just got my Brute Fooner square barrel pencils today, so I'm actually swatching them. Amazingly so. Beet Red 104. The first Brute Fooners that I received, they did not come with a swatch sheet. So these that I got from Amazon, they did. So I took that as, okay, well, let's swatch them. And I'm going to put them back. They're in some kind of color order in the trays. That's how they came. But I'm going to put them back in numerical order and keep them in the tin and the trays. And work from them like that. Just like I'm doing with the Color Premiums. Because I think it's easier right now for me to store them and work with them that way. So one, I don't wind up with more pencils on my desk. Two, and I have another case hanging around because I still need to organize how I'm putting that stuff. That's something I didn't get to yet, and so I don't want any, it's easier for me to, so I don't have more pencils on my desk to just work from the tins on these two sets. I wish I could work that way with the other ones, but I don't think I have the trays, and the trays in some of those other ones aren't as nice as the colors or these, and I think I probably threw the trays away because I finally said to myself, what are you holding on to these for? So I can't even kind of MacGyver it with those and the other pencils. I don't regret having thrown them away because, you can only keep so much stuff. I think the release sometimes of just throwing those things away is good. So I'm already kind of a pack rat, kind of not. I kind of have a lot of things just because I wasn't able to do my normal go through it and, decide ditch or keep. "5 Years of Cray Cray." That's what did that. On autumnal 22. But I think morning has broken. Hallelujah. Shout out to Yusuf Cat Stevens. Trying to remember his new last name. Hey, Kelly. So you're throwing yours out and just keeping the tin for stuff. The tin is so nice. It really is. So I have other things. I have um my Faber-Castell because I have a few Faber-Castell gel sticks, like maybe like 5 of them, and then I have a small set of that has just like maybe 6 water water based or water soluble marabou art crayons that are like kind of sparkle. They're metallics. I have those in my other Brute Fooner tin. And there's something else in there too that I can't remember. But that's what I have in that Brute Fooner tin. Scarlet Sage 102. These tins are nice. But yeah, because I don't really right now I don't have room for another I have room for another pencil case, and I kind of there's I don't like the really big ones. I really don't. But then when you have a big pencil case, a big pencil set, you kind of have to use a big case. But I'm kind of they're falling out of favor with me. The big pencil cases. Um. So yeah, I got to think of something else. And I don't want to add another pencil case to what I have. I want to just use the ones I have and find a better way to work with them. Because, like, when I go live, I can't, it's hard to know where do I put my pencil case because I have so much crap on my desk. It's hard to know. And so they don't work well with that. Whereas I can have this pencil tin right here in front of me and work from it. And it's not so bad pulling out the trays and setting a tray somewhere. Well, I don't know. I'm finding a way to work this out because I'm just tired of having so many pencils and markers on my desk. It's driving me nuts. And I got to find a solution to that so that doesn't happen. And I am not one to pick out my colors beforehand. I don't do that. It's like what's in front of me. I need to see all the candies in the in the case so that because I might want with this one time and then this one the next time and yeah. So I don't know. But I know that's why some people swatch too. So I think I found myself yesterday kind of working with the swatch sheet for the colors in that way, looking at kind of a combination of looking at all the things on the sheet and also looking at the last tray that I picked from and seeing what's on there that I like. And is because it, easier accessed. So kind of like a combination. But I'm starting to feel like I need a cart to the right of me that I can set either the pencil case on opened up. Um yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I need something like that. And I may already have something like that. I just have to um repurpose it. Take whatever is in it and on it or whatever away and then put the stuff in there that I want. So but yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that because I like my other rolling cart that I can put some of my pencil cases in, but I have to figure out a way to um, really put them there so that they work more like, I don't know, more seamlessly. Because I have some things in the cart that don't really fit, like my other Brute Fooner tin. I have it sticking out kind of, and I kind of don't like that. I like things to be flush, but accessible, easy to take out. Yeah, I'm asking for a whole lot. So I got a lot of thinking and stuff to do. Brandy Brown, 114. Yeah, really. So was I. When I saw them, I was like, oh, they really came. And then I was waiting because as I opened up the case, I was like, okay, we still got to make sure they're going to be square and not something else. So I was happy. Happy, happy, happy. How many? I think a couple years I've been just kind of like, another set, backup set, backup set. I want a backup set. And like they were nowhere to be found. So now I can confidently use my original set because I stopped using them really pretty much, except for a couple here and there because I didn't want them to totally be gone. Because there's some things that these do in certain situations that no other pencil does. At least that's how it works for me. So now that I have a backup, I can just go ahead and use those other ones like normal. And now I have more different types of pencils sets than I had then. So, and that's why another reason why I use those so much. So now that I have other pencil sets, um, yeah, I think this one will last me longer. Koi. I love this color. I don't know how the koi come in there. 25. So the length of this live is gonna probably say something as to why I don't swatch. Like how much time it's taken. I think you all are enjoying yourselves in the chat, so that's a bonus. I think that's one reason they come on. Just for other people to come on and chat to each other. I don't care about being watched. That is gorgeous. Koi, I like you. Wow, it's a nice color. It reminds me of like a saddle, horse riding. Something to do with horse riding, saddle or um all them leather contraptions and things you got to use with it. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I wonder if someday I'll be close to horses and not be afraid of them. Random thought. They're so huge and they got some serious muscles, big teeth, hard hooves. That I'm like, they're so powerful looking that I kind of am not afraid of them, but kind of afraid of them. And I don't know how they think. So I think that's another thing about it. I don't know a horse's mind. Like I can get into a dog's mind, I can get into a cat's mind. But I don't know about the horses. I haven't known a horse. I haven't had a long acquaintance with a horse to really get into what do they like, how do they think, how you show them love, how they show distaste or whatever. I haven't gotten into all that. Am I talking too much? So I'm not comfortable around horses. But I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So, and okay, like to ride a horse, you got to be high up off the ground. I don't like being high off the ground anywhere, any place, anytime. So that's another thing. If I were with a horse, I'd have to be walking it, not riding it. That's too high for me. But they are gorgeous. I'd like to love on a horse. Groom a horse. That would be something. Maybe I should put that on my list of things to do. I want to learn how to groom a horse. Like, first level, not dealing with any poop, not dealing with anything with their hooves, because that's kind of freaky. I don't know why. At one time, I might still be subscribed. I don't know, unless I unsubscribed. I was subscribed to this channel, and the person was cleaning hooves. I was like, why the heck am I on this channel? I think I was just curious, and then I was grossed out. But still curious. But then when I saw another video, okay, then I was feeling bad for the horse, and I just was like, I can't watch this. I'm glad that he fixed it all for the horse, but like I can't watch it that anybody did that to that horse. Didn't treat them, groom them and do the stuff for their hooves and things like they were supposed to. Ride a donkey? You know what? My grandmother used to have one. My grandmother had a donkey. She did. And she used to in Jamaica, and she used to ride that donkey to town. Although I don't know if she rode it or if she like walked it, or maybe a combination of both. But the donkey used to hold stuff that she brought back home and took there too, probably. I'm kind of afraid of donkeys though, because they seem like they got more attitude sometimes. But then I knew somebody who had a horse who had an attitude too, and I was scared of that horse. She also had a bird that had an attitude. I didn't like that bird either. I'm not. Am I gonna say? I might as well say it. That looks like baby poop. It's the color of baby's first poop. 20. So, are you gonna do the thing with all the colors together, like you were thinking of doing at one time? Which is still something I'm kind of thinking about. But I don't know how I could do that and be orderly with it. And how, I don't know. Without having them on my desk on that shelving thing, which I still have downstairs. It's like a marker holder that has all the cubbies. And I still haven't put it up yet because I still haven't done in this room what I wanted to do, what I want to do to organize it. But everything in its time. This is going to be the longest live ever. Wow, we're getting close to 3 hours. So this is earth tone. It's gold. It's metallic. Although they all look shiny because they're waxy, but this one is, where's my finger? That's gold. Pretty gold too. And it's number 59. Gotta go there. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 pencils left. Bone brown. Well, my bones, I don't think my bones are this color. 692. Oh, 92. Sorry. 92. Why did I put a 6 in there? Getting tired. 92. Bone brown. I ain't seen no bones this color. Never. Never. It's a pretty color though. Looks more like maize. The colors that a lot of companies call maize. 92 goes in my floor jar. Okay. No, they work well together. That is a thought, putting pencils together that work well together. Which I think at one time I kind of did when I my pencil, the different sets, it started kind of going down with the number of pencils in it. That I kind of tried to do that. 32 white. Where are you? Ooh, you can actually see it. Yeah, and I have used my color, my other Brute Funer white. Yeah, I have used it a lot. I don't know how much is left of it because I did use it a lot because of the texture and how much pigment it puts down. But you can't get those single stock. Metallic silver, 68. This is another thing about them. Their metallics are smooth. Whereas in a lot of sets, their metallics are kind of scratchy. Especially like in budget pencils, their metallics are scratchy. In the Brute Funers, they are not. And to this day, I don't think they're in the case where my other Brute Funers are because, for that reason, that I was always pulling them out to use them because they go on smooth. 68. Take care, Hadassah. Thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your day. Hey, HAY 64. They have some nice neutrals in here. Good for some skin tones, for under coloring, for doing skin tones. 64. Yeah, that goes there. Okay, Mandy. Have a good rest of your day. Also, 96, silver gray. Their gray, it has another kind of, almost has a brown undertone to it. Similar, like a lighter version of this, but how would you sort them? Oh, you're not leaving. Oh, okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just put one set in the front and the other set in the back. Um, Possibly starting with, like, say, if you did it numbered, to do, with one, start in the front, starting with number one, and with the other one, start in the back with number one, because those are the easier to flip to, or the ones you use the most, or the colors you use the most, or have it colorized that way. So start your color, thing in the front at the beginning of that, and then start at that same beginning of colors at the end with the other set, if that makes any sense. Hopefully you get what I mean. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Swatch at a pencil, swatch at a pencil. It's Mirage Gray, 74. This looks like it has a greenish tone to it. Man, this is not, well, wasn't what I intended to do today, but I think they said these are supposed to come on the 27th. Okay, 5 days early. What the heck? Belgia block? Okay. 26. I think they made some of these names up just like they make a Brute Funner. This is 26. Ooh, what's that? What is that? is that my pencil? I don't know. Like, not that it's important, but now it won't get off my finger. 60, cloudburst. Well, hopefully the payoff of swatching these now from the jump will be good. I hope so. 60 goes there. Vintage khaki, 62. That's a nice color. I think it's better not to go by these names and just go by the chart because 62 goes there. Morning Dove, the 97. Ooh, looks like brother-in-law's back to the chainsaw. 97 goes on the floor jar. Slate, 72. Now, I'm not really sharpening these now, but I gotta tell you, except for that one where I was trying to get rid of that whatever was on the tip, but I love these when they're sharpened. So 72 goes there. Hello, come on. Forged iron, 73. So all these grays are near each other. Yeah, I'm not doing the gradient because I don't know how much that really matters to me. The whole gradient thing. I felt like you had to swatch it that way, but I don't see why I need that. It's almost like I need the darkest color possible so I know what it will come out to with layering it. And so I can know what the undertone of it really will be under another color. So I decided that gradient thing wasn't for me and I should stop trying to do it because I don't do it well anyway. Brushed nickel, 27. So I'm just trying to stay in the lines. The other pencils I've swatched besides these right now and the colors are the few Derwent Lightfast that I have because I'm trying to keep track of which ones I have. I haven't bought any since oh, it's been a while. 27. But at least I know which ones I still which ones I have already, which ones I don't have. So if I find that there's one that I do want, then, I know how that fits and I'm not buying a duplicate. Harbor Blue. It's an interesting name, and this looks so dark. It looks almost like a greenish blue. A dark greenish blue. Interesting. 30. Ooh. Well, it wasn't the color I thought, but it's still pretty. It's pretty. This looks like it's going to be a favorite. Okay, can't get in the line. Stay in the line. Remember what Mrs. Brown said in kindergarten. That was my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Brown. I know she used to have a light blue dress, like sky blue. And she also had like a brown dress that was kind of between this color and this color. Almost like what the brownies used to wear, like the Girl Scouts and the brownies. It was kind of that color, like the brownies uniform. And she had light blue cat glasses. I can't say the word. And white hair. Majolika, what? Majolika blue? All right, now. Majolika. Majolika? Something. 87. I remember Mrs. Brown. '87. I don't know. I guess I'm going there. What? Medinal blue? Where are you getting these names from? Okay, it's a pretty blue. Kind of like what people do. We're English speakers when they try to pretend they're speaking some other language, and then they make up words, and those words aren't in their language, the other person's language. I feel like that's what they're doing. They're just making up words. Oh, this sounds English. Let's say that. They'll never know. And some people probably won't either. Tailored Image makes very good swatch charts for different brands of art supplies, especially colored pencils. And she has two different ones for the 120 square Brute square pencils on Etsy. Okay. Yeah, because my original pencils actually have, Chinese on them. They don't have English words. So, Black Beauty, 28. So we know what color this is. This pencil is just so smooth. It's so smooth. I don't know if I have anything left of my Brute Black. That might be all gone. Honestly. 28. 3 pencils left. Three, and I'll be done. And then I'm getting off of here. Fair warning. Nautical Blue, 33. I feel something scratchy on this one. Like that other one. Sharpen it off. It's a pretty blue. 33 goes in the first jar. Deep Lagoon, 55. Hey, Jamie. I have been waiting to be able to get a set of these again because I already have a set of them and I love them so much, and then they were never to be found anywhere to buy again. And so I stopped using them so much because I didn't want to be without them. That's how much I like these pencils. So yeah, I really love these pencils, Jamie. They really work well with others, and they work great by themselves too. They're really smooth. They have a lot of pigment. Um, what else can I say about them? They the what do you call it? You know, the lead, the core, or whatever, it doesn't break. I even had one of these pencils. Yeah, their barrels are sturdy. I had one where for some reason, like I had an electric sharpener, and it may not have been the greatest one, and the wood split here for some reason, but the core was fine. It was like it just went out la 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 la. And I'm coloring with it. So I don't know why it split like that. Like I said, it might have been the sharpener, but that only happened with one pencil. Probably some kind of fluke. Now, the 500 and 520, they're the probably the round barrel ones. And I don't really like the round barrel ones because they're too fat for me. But I don't like how they feel in my hand. I really wanted these again because they're square. They're the only square barreled pencil I've ever found. And I don't like the triangle pencils either. I have those Faber-Castell Black Edition, and they actually make my hand hurt kind of. Um these don't make my hand hurt. They just feel really good in my hand. And that's like one that's one of, I don't know, everything about them I think is pretty equal that I love about them. But that is really something about it that, like, I won't get another brute fooner but the square barreled ones, because this square barrel to me is like, I don't know, it just does something with how you can use it and how you can lay down color and how it feels in your hand, and my hand doesn't get, fatigued. So now I don't really know much about the bigger sets at all. So you might want to look at on YouTube for what people say about those, because like I know, like, they have that Macron set, and they've got the 520 that has a whole lot of colors and whatever. Now, if they work, if the lead in them, the core is the same as these, then it's probably really nice. For me, they probably would make my hand hurt because I think the barrel is too fat on them. For me, let me post the. Hey, Regina, almost at the end. This is the name of them. And this is the link to the page. Why they say Matoto, I don't know, but they came with this is what it says on the package, just like it was with everybody else's Brute Tuner. And this, I love this. This was on the first set I had too. I love this cover. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it to like do some journaling with. Use for my, art journal, scrapbook thing, whatever. Because it's kind of cool. This abstract thing. So I am on my last pencil. My last pencil to swatch. Duh. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the one on the floor because, I got to pick it up off the floor. I might fall over. But these are my two bunches. This is 1 through 40. This is 40 through 80, 41 through 89. And on the floor, I have 90 through 120. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this tin in their cases in numerical order so the swatch sheet will actually be useful to me. And I'm going to try and do like I'm doing with the Color premiums. Sorry, can't say words right. And just work out of the tin when I work with them. Which is new for me, but I'm trying to keep from having so many pencils all over my desk because it really has driven me nearly crazy in 2025. So here's our last pencil. After I swatch this one, I'm gonna go and I'm trying to figure out, why does it look like this? This is the only one that looks funky. Why does it look like that? After I've been raving about you, then I get this funky tip one. What the heck is up with that? Hey, Joan. Welcome. Read from Star. Hey, y'all. So let me sharpen this guy. Where do I want? What do I want? I don't know. I'm going to use this side. And the interesting thing is, like, I don't have a problem sharpening these square pencils, but I have a problem sharpening the Faber-Castell Black editions that are a triangle. I don't know. They just don't, like, so, yeah. So I don't think I'll be buying those ever again because sharpening them is, like, really traumatic. So where are we? Flux. Okay, there's another thing I tried to grow in my yard, and I see other people with it, but I don't know. It dies in my yard. I don't know why. I don't know what the voles be sucking it under or what. I don't know what be going on with that. But I might try again sometime because I want something that's just going to keep coming up, throw down reseeds or whatever, and now I have to plant again. That's the life I like. Okay, but I don't know any phlox being this color, so. But I'm not going to judge him on it. It's a pretty color. It's almost like magenta or a real purple. Like in Crayola crayons, I think their purple is kind of this color. The regular purple without the blue on it or anything like that. There we go. Last one. We ain't got no more. It's at 110. So I think I'm going to have to use the one on my floor and start with that one with putting them back in here. And I have used these for skin tones because they have a good kind of, I tend to mix my colors when I do skin tones. So I like the fact like they have this color 64 that would be good, like you use this and then under and then like say 71 over. So some of their neutrals are really nice for mixing and making a nice skin tone. So I would say that. So like the 51, 64, 67. I know I've used these like with my first set whenever I was doing skin tones to kind of get like an undertone and then sometimes straight up to just leave it as that when I don't feel like being fussy. 71, 95 a little bit if you color lightly and then have another color with it, like maybe 69. But they don't. I don't know that they don't shout out necessarily skin tone maybe to everybody, but they work like that for me. Um, I don't know. I hope that helps. Um, I don't know if they they don't say skin tones. It's more like you look for it and use it, and yeah, I've used them a lot to kind of like this 13 and even like 11, like if you're like say 13 and then like cheeks and things to kind of add a little bit of like flush to the face for fair skin, using like these two together. um and doing the same thing with the browns. Do they have a, I'm trying to see what else I used on here before other than those. They've got a lot of browns, a lot of different browns. And again, you can kind of like up the ante or and play with the tone with the browns by using the same colors, using the yellow, whatever this is. I don't even think it goes by yellow by the name of it, but number 64, and da-da-da-da, some of the oranges, some of the pinks, even some of the purples lightly, which I don't know if I've done that with this set before, like putting like using the purple or the greens to kind of bring out a certain tone in the skin. I don't think I've done that in Brute Tuners before because I didn't know about all that then. So I hope I wasn't like, I don't know, I got this thing like I don't even know what I'm talking and I'm not even looking at what's showing on the screen. So yeah, so I think it gives you a lot to work with as far as fair skin, mid tones, and I feel like even for like say like kind of olive toned, these two are good to work, and these three give you a lot to work with. So yeah. So anybody have any other questions? Because I'm gonna head out. I gotta stand up and maybe run around the house a few times because I've been sitting here for how long? 3 hours. Wow. And look for, about the other sets. I never want, first of all, I didn't want to have 520 pencils, but um, the quality of their lead, I thought, well, that's nice. And like, if you, I don't know, I don't know, that would probably work for some people, but just the thought of having that many pencils kind of freaked me out. Although I probably really have that many pencils now, but they're different sets. Um, but I have heard things about the macaron colors. I've heard things about that, or their pastel set or something like that. I've heard people talk about those positively. I haven't heard. I think I did watch one video a long time ago when they came out with the 520 set, and I watched somebody swatching them. Um, I'll see if I can find that video and I'll post it. Um, I just felt like it was just so ridiculous to have that many pencils. I thought, well, let me watch. Let me see. Is there anything there for me? I don't know. Um, the case alone, I think, would drive me nuts. So that's why it just was like, no, no, I can't go there. No. Um, okay. So that's it for me. Um, Forgive me for all the bumbling at the beginning of this video. I might try and put a thing for when the swatching actually starts because of that. And yeah, I'll see y'all later in your lives on the YouTube streets, on your posts, etc., etc. Bye bye.